up guys, WRG here with another video. So today I'm doing an EDC video, which is my everyday carry. I did one a few months back, but I made a few updates to it and just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a winter edition. So I know I live in Florida, not much winter, but it does get a little cold sometimes, so I do switch it up. So hope you guys like, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff if you do enjoy it. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, so first up here you have the GShock Rangeman. This is the watch that I pretty much EDC every day. I used to EDC a Rolex every once in a while, but I just stopped with that. I think I kind of matured a little bit. It might be, I guess in my opinion, a little stupid to carry $8,000 on your wrist. You could definitely do more things with that money, and it honestly puts you at risk, especially if you live in a big city. So the GShock Rangeman is a badass watch. I use it almost every day. Not exactly the type of watch you wear with a suit, but it is a pretty nice watch. It has all types of features, some of which you won't really use on a daily basis, like here with the triple sensor, which is pretty cool knowing that you have it there. So basically with this button here, you have a compass, you have an altimeter, barometer, and you also have thermometer. So pretty cool. I really like it. Very good for daily use. Retails today on the time you see above you for $247 on Amazon. It's definitely a little pricier than my previous G-Shock, which I had, which I absolutely loved, but unfortunately got lost. That watch was about 75 bucks, so way cheaper, not as bulky, still solar powered like this one, and all the bells and whistles minus the triple sensor. So next up I have my EDC belt. This is my Acre belt. I've had this for years. It works awesome. A lot of people don't think it's a real gun belt because of the way it looks, but it actually holds its shape perfectly, as you could tell. It does not fold on itself, and if you try to fold it, you're literally going to hurt your hand because it doesn't. It's very hard, reinforced, yet it's still pretty comfortable. It's not exactly like a thin, light leather, comfortable belt, but it's pretty good. It's thick. It definitely does its job and holds up any gear you put on it really well. And one of the best things I like about it is it's very like incognito. It does not look like a gun belt. Alright guys, next up we have a tactical pen. I don't carry this every day, but when I do go to like school or work, it is a pretty good thing to carry. It's very convenient. Obviously you could use it as a pen, but most importantly you could use it as an improvised force multiplier. It's very strong and very simple to use. All you got to do is uncap here and use here. So next up, as you can see here, we have an umbrella. And this isn't your usual everyday umbrella, although it may look like it, which is the point. It's kind of like a gray man force multiplier. So basically it doesn't look like anything unusual. We do have this bowl here, but I was afraid it would be too big, but it's really not. It looks very like a normal umbrella, but this is hard as rocks. And this is, the company refers to this as an unbreakable umbrella. It's a German company. And I'll leave a link in the description. There's the Canadian Prepper. I actually advertised this on his YouTube channel, which is how I saw it, and he offers, I think, 20% off. So I use that. It's awesome. The company didn't have the best customer service, but I don't know, there might be some language issues going across countries, but anyways, I got the product. The point is also very strong and supposedly unbreakable. I haven't really used it or tested it out, but it seems to be pretty good. And the Canadian Prepper, I saw tested it to a pretty far extent. So it looks pretty cool. Nice for just an everyday umbrella. And it's always cool knowing that you could use it as an improvised force multiplier if you needed to. So next up, this is just a business holder that I had purchased online on Amazon for a few bucks. Yeah, maybe like $3 or $4 or something. And it's just where I keep my business cards. Sometimes I'm having conversations with someone about guns or anything firearms related, and I like to give them my business card so they can check out the channel. But honestly, I don't think it's really necessary to carry a business card holder when I could just carry a few in my wallet. These are like really high quality business cards, and they don't really wrinkle up or fold up, and they still look pretty good in my wallet. Next up, I just have my iPhone 6 Plus, and yeah, I've had it for like 3-4 years, still working well, but Apple recently admitted to slowing down their iPhones on purpose, the older models, which is definitely not cool. They gave some bogus excuse, so hopefully it doesn't die on me soon, but I've had it for a few years. Don't feel like spending another $1,000 on a phone. I could definitely use that for other cool projects and things, so still rocking this one. Got the Magpul case. These are awesome. They only cost like $10 and they last forever. This is my EDC flashlight. This is the Streamlight ProTac 2 AAA. I've been meaning to update it and get something a little bit stronger, a little bigger, but this is just so comfortable. It's so inexpensive, so convenient to carry. I like having that 10 lumens available in case I need it. So pretty nice flashlight, but I do plan on updating it to something with a little stronger lumens. So I'm still on the lookout, trying to hunt to see what happens. I know Surefire was supposed to do the Tactician with James Yambiger. I don't know exactly what happens to that. Surefire on their website doesn't mention anything about it, but it seemed like a pretty cool flashlight. So yet to be determined what I get, but so far I'm still rocking the ProTac 2 AAA. Super comfortable, very convenient, awesome light. Next up, I just have my Oakley glasses. Had these for years. These are the Holbrooks, and this is probably one of the longest running models from Oakley. Very cool glasses. I like them. The lens did break once, and that's because I was out boating and the film on it actually came apart. These are polarized, so I just had to get them replaced once, but aside from that, they've always worked pretty well, look pretty cool. Haven't had any issues. They're lightweight. Okay, so I have quite a few different number of knives, and a few of them that I EDC more often than others. And I just wanted to start off with the least to the most common ones that I carry. Now this one I don't carry at all. I just wanted to show you guys because I thought it was fun. My brother gave it to me. I think it's Italian if I'm not mistaken, but if anyone knows any more information about this knife, let me know. It's an old OTF knife, so comes out. You can see probably the price was here at some point. You can't really tell what it says, but you have to basically charge it back up, just like one of those old school, or maybe like a Microtech Halo style, but obviously not the same quality. Next up, I have the Kershaw Blur. This knife is awesome for like EDC tasks around the house, basically cutting boxes. It's its main duty, and opening things. But pretty cool knife, very easy to open. It's a assisted opening, which is very nice. And I honestly have not sharpened it since I bought it, but it still maintained its sharpness pretty well, enough to do like everyday tasks. But it's definitely something I've been a little lazy about. Definitely need to sharpen this thing, but pretty cool. I just don't EDC it because I can't really see myself using it in a self-defense scenario. It doesn't really have any grip to hold on to. Over here, I just feel my fingers could slide pretty easily. So that's not something I really like to carry every day. I usually prefer something that I could use in a self-defense scenario if I needed to. Okay, so here I have the SOG Spec Elite II. This is an awesome auto blade knife. I really enjoy this knife. It was a gift from my father, and it's about 4 inches in length. Opens very positively, very quickly, which is pretty cool. And aside from that, you know, it comes very sharp out of the box. It has a good reputation. And honestly, I can't say I carry it all that much, but it's a pretty cool knife overall. It's very thin, very light. And one of the coolest aspects I like about it is that it's a very deep concealment clip. So you put it in your pocket and it pretty much just disappears in there. One of the things I didn't like about it is that I had to put some tape here because it kept snagging on my pockets. But aside from that, once I fixed that, yeah, it's a pretty cool knife overall, very lightweight. Alright guys, so next up I have the Pacific Salt by Spyderco. This is actually one of my favorite knives, but I only carry it when I'm going out to like salt water or like to the beach. I kind of take that Pacific Salt pretty serious, so it's very rust proof, and that's basically what it was designed for. So it's definitely the one that I use when I go out to like the Keys or out boating or anything like that. It's definitely my go-to. It's a gift from my wife, so definitely have to hold on to this one. Pretty nice. I just don't deploy it as quickly as I would like. But aside from that, it's very nice and I do enjoy using it. Okay, my number 2 favorite knife to carry is by KBAR. This is an awesome collaboration that they also did with TDI. And it's basically a fixed blade, very small and easy to use. It's very quick to get. You don't have to open it like a folder knife. So it's excellent for like a self-defense scenario. You could use it to jab forward with or to slice, whatever it is that you need it to do. You could definitely do it in a worst case scenario. The only thing that I dislike about it is it's a little bit uncomfortable to carry. I feel like the corners kind of pinch into my body a little bit as I'm carrying it. I could definitely do it, but it wears on you after a while. Aside from that, it's a very cool knife. I think it's very useful if you ever needed it in a self-defense scenario, and it's very quick to deploy, probably the fastest that I have. My number 1 favorite knife to carry without hesitation is the Cold Steel Recon 1. This thing is huge, yet feels small in your pocket, which is really nice. Very quick to deploy, which is really cool. I love the Tanto blade on it. It's very useful. I think it was designed in Asia, if I'm not mistaken. for piercing quickly, which is really cool for self-defense scenarios. The design here for your grip is awesome. There's no concern about your finger slipping forward. This grip is like really tight in there. I don't think there's any way you go in. The only thing that they can improve maybe is a little bit of the jimping here. So your thumb, it's kind of smooth up here if you need to do some type of precision work, but it's not really designed for that anyways. And then another thing, the G10 grip that it has here is just a little rough around this area. So I just kind of sanded it under the clip so that I don't have any issues like ripping on my pants. But aside from that, this is a monstrous blade that's awesome for like self-defense scenarios. And I love to carry it because it's so big yet so easy to carry. And lastly, one of the most important components of my EDC is the firearm that I'm carrying. So obviously I do have a concealed carry permit and I do like to responsibly carry a weapon. So what I do have is the Ruger LCP II for basically my lazy days when I'm ever, just want to put on some basketball shorts and go downstairs, walk the dogs, do something simple. I'll have the Ruger LCP. If I really need deep concealment, I use it. But honestly, I try to avoid it because I have better caliber, which is the 9mm that I like to use. But nevertheless, I occasionally use the Ruger LCP II, and it serves as a great firearm. I recently did a review on it. It's very good. So, not hating on the LCP II. Good value for the gun. All right, so next up, I would say that I probably carry the Glock 43 more often than the LCP II. And I definitely always carry it with the +2 base plate that you can see here. It just makes it more comfortable to carry and to shoot if you ever needed to. So you have all 4 fingers on the grip. And you also have here a spare mag that I usually like to carry with the Glock 43 just because the capacity is limited. You only have 9 rounds here in total with 1 round in the chamber. And then I like to have an extra 7 available in case I needed it. But pretty cool, awesome gun, very happy with it. Doesn't have all the capacity that you want, but with the spare mag, I think it's more than sufficient. And lastly, my favorite gun to EDC and carry is the Glock 19 with the Eodalone Raven concealment holster. This is a very good holster. It conceals the gun very well. I've never seen any holster conceal a gun better than this one. It does have really cool features on it. It's not an inexpensive holster, but it's very much worth it in my opinion. And pretty much I have most of my Glock 19 stock. I just have Trijicon HD night sights on it, and aside from that, everything else is pretty stock. Right now, I'm rocking some 124 grain plus P from Winchester, but I am going to be upgrading and quote-unquote upgrading because it's hard to say which caliber is the best. But I will be changing my caliber to 147 grain from Federal HST. So I'm going to be trying those out, standard pressure. I bought a few boxes and we'll see how it is. I just wanted to switch it up. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. But the Glock 19 is one of my favorite guns to EDC. It surprisingly conceals really well. It's not like you forget about it. It's always there. You feel it. It's a fairly big gun, but it's the biggest gun that I'm comfortable carrying and I really enjoy it. It's a very nice gun. It's my first gun that I ever owned. So pretty cool gun. I always keep it with me, and definitely this is one of the guns that I will never let go. Alright guys, so that was my EDC update. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks again for watching. I definitely have more good content coming soon, so stay tuned and see you guys next time. WRG out.